Right, sorry about this. I'm hungry. So, how is this planet run? I am 100% convinced now that a body of 12 men, not women, sorry, this is not my bag. These men, whom you never know, you will never see, they won't appear in any media. They own the Murdochs, they own the Rothschilds, they own the Illuminati, they own the Freemasons. These guys are the ones who decide who is the next Prime Minister, President, Dictator, King, Queen, Supreme Leader, worldwide. That's China, Russia, all of those areas. They've instigated, they've been around, of course, family, father on father, since the Roman Empire collapsed. They own everything. They run everything. They cause wars, violence wars, back wars, and make money out of wars. They stop wars and begin wars. And they have done since the Romans left. And as I said, you will never know who they are, and you will never see these men, ever. They own all the media, worldwide. They own the internet this is on. They own Facebook. They own everything, and they run it. They make the laws, and they make the rules. They are continuously top of the triangle. Their god, or gods, is money and power. These are their gods. Their trinity is money, power and greed. Or money, power and greed and need. They control everything. Now, as I said, they decide who is president. I am now 100% convinced Donald Trump is in there to do a specific job. He is on a payroll to bring America into the collapse. America is where Britain was in 1945 after the Second World War, which was instigated by them. Sorry, I have more questions about the Second World War than answers. They invented the Nazis. I really do believe it. There's so much about the First and Second World War. The First World War was just a test. Like Korea was a test for Vietnam. Got to find out who works, the guns work. Now these people have instigated so much. And they've put President Trump in there for a reason. He is going to bring America down. And that's going to happen. And he probably won't be Prime Minister, but he is the instigator. He is getting the ball rolling. And within the next 10 years, America will have a civil war. A lot of you may think, what? Well, they won before. I can take you to people that are Texans. When did the Civil War end? It hasn't. What do you mean? It hasn't finished yet. There's no real decider. Texas at the moment is printing its own currency and wants to be an independent country. That's where all your money is made. Now what's going to happen is Bush is going to be paid off. We think it's Putin. Well, I always look at the bigger picture and go for top dog. The top dog of the triangle is these people. As I said, they control the Illuminati, Knights Templars, the Freemasons around the world, all of that. They control our Queen, and they've been controlling the royal family for donkeys of years. Okay? America is going to collapse. And you say to me, why do you think this? In 1937, if you went around Britain and the Empire and said, in 10 years' time, India's going to have an independence, they would laugh you out of the room. They think you're nuts. Okay. By 1975, there is going to be no British Empire. What? You're mad. You're loony. They'd say to you. And they did. What I believe now the Second World War was really about, for us British, one of the main ones was we needed to give India back, but we needed to look good. We couldn't go, right, there you go, here's India, you can have it back now. We did look bad. So saving face, we turned around and went, we're skint. We ain't got any money on it. We've been saving the world. We've been saving Europe. Look at us. Aren't we lovely? We spent all that money that we should have spent in India on doing this. So, 2 years later, they're independent. And we sucked out all the wealth of India. We sucked it dry, clean out, mate. There was nothing left. And then we turned around and went, oh, by the way, no one's going to do any business with you unless you do it with us. Want to know a country who they're doing business with? Look at their army's weapons. Look at their army's weapons and you'll know exactly who they're doing business with. Simple as that. And that's what happened. India became independent. Now America is in the same place. It spent all its money for the war. They're talking about sending men to Mars. Well, how's that going to happen? All those Nazis are dead. Operation Paperclip. Good project. Good thing to read about. 138 Nazi scientists went to America in 1945. And they're there now. So they need to get out of... They need to. Because what they did in 1945 America is became the new empires. And they built their empire. And it's now gone terribly wrong. It's gone really bad. The money's run out. Now, how do we look? How do we get out of this? The collapse of America. I never thought communism would collapse in Russia. Never thought. And this is what's going to happen. America's going to fall and go into mass revolution. People like Trump and all the other wealthy people are going to come to Europe. China is going to fall. China's bubble is going to burst. I'm telling you that. And Russia's. And India's. They're all going to burst. They're all going to burst. The Roman Empire never went away. They're all there. Called the Catholic Church for one of them. There is more money in Europe than the rest of the world. There is more money. Some of the richest banks in the world are in two countries, Switzerland and Liechtenstein, and other provinces that you never hear about. Every year, GA asks Switzerland to join. They don't know. And when America drops out, by the way, 2/3 of GA are in Europe. Italy's one of them. The Roman Empire never left. The Roman Empire never leaves. So, America collapses, Russia collapses, China collapses. That bubble, I'm telling you, that bubble's going to burst. Because we still believe, and most of Europe believes, some of the biggest empires in the world, all in Europe. The Russian Empire, the German Empire, that's what the First World War was about. The Dutch Empire, the French Empire, the Spanish Empire, the British Empire, they're all in Europe. Getting where I'm coming from now? It's all coming back. What you do to rule, you small. You make it smaller. It's easier to rule. The reason the Roman Empire collapsed is that they extended it too far. They went too far. That was the problem with the British Empire. It went even further. So, what is Europe that we're about to leave? And there's a reason for that. And the real reason for that is we're going to lose face here as well. Britain is not going to be top dog anymore. We're going to be a puppy. And this is one of the reasons why I'm against Europe. That and the fact I don't accept any country or flag is we're going to lose America and we're going to lose our best friend. And we're going to have no choice because we're an island and we're on our own. We will be on our sorry arse on our own. When America goes tips up, we are going to go running back to Europe. And they're going to go, really? Really now? Do you want to come back and join us? And we will be bitch number one. We will be bitch. Telling you that now. I'll give you a little quote that a friend of mine once said to me, who was West German. He said, from 1960, this was about 1980 something when I met him. He said, right up to today, 80% of the West German government were ex-Hitler youth. They are well-programmed people. Never goes away. Never goes away. And what are we seeing now? Rising up in Russia of all places. Where they annihilated millions of people with Nazis. Fascism. It's growing in France. It's growing all over the place. All over Europe. Fascism is growing. It's very big. It's huge. Germany's got a massive problem with it. Germany's got a problem with it. They've relaxed loads of laws about fascism and Nazism in the last 5 years. Funny enough. And you may say to me, well, what do you mean about Europe? When I was involved with nightclubs and things like that and in life, it weren't the guy shouting, oh, I'm going to fucking do you. It was the guy who stood behind him, dead quiet, looking at you going, look at me, and I'm going to do things to you that will haunt you for the rest of your life. I've asked security people, no, not the gobby one, no, we can deal with him. It's the one that's quiet I'm more worried about. The one I'm dealing with comes up, walks up and stabs me. Sticks 4 inches of steel in my side. I know a security guard who wouldn't go split up 2 girls. About 10 blokes fine, yeah. He split up these 2 girls once. This other girl stabbed him there with a broken bottle. He nearly died. Seriously, he's got a scar, massive scars, in and out. And he had to have major surgery. It nicked his lung. There's a big shard of it. I had to take it out. She snapped it and left it in there. I had to pull it out. You know, this is the thing is, man, these people are coming about and they're getting bigger and bigger. If you really think this society we're living in now is going to get better, if you really think people are going to, that's happening in Africa, that's happening in the middle, we're going to see more, mate. We ain't even touched it. Things are going to get badder, and they're going to get badder and badder, and people are going to get numbed down. If you're under 25 and watching this, please do something. In my entire life, I have never seen a media, a music, art, a youth so numbed down. If you turn around at me now and said, Kev, I'm going to shoot you in the back of the head, or you can be 16 again, I'd say, round here, just round here, do it here. Not because of all that 16, but the pure fact. In the history of unemployment since 1945, we have never had that many aged between 16 to 21 unemployed or untrained or on 0-hour contracts. Never. Really never. We are going to see the end of the unions. We're going to see the end of the national health, end of the welfare state. We're going to see the end of the housing. You're going to see 30 to 40% of your population die off in a 10-year period. When they privatise, that'll be the next referendum, I believe, the national health. I'm telling you now, if you're over 50, you ain't getting any insurance, mate. Well, you'll get it, but it'll be about triple, 6 times the amount. If you're 60 or over, forget it. The day they bring that in, get a gun and blow your brains out. It will be quicker. I'm telling you now, when they privatise the national health, we're doomed, mate. I'm telling you, your society will get worse. Because one thing people don't look at is matey boys on methadone every day will have to now buy it. He can't buy it. He's going to take more heroin. So what's he going to do? How's he going to supply that when there's no welfare? There's no benefits. He is going to, or she is going to commit more crime. Well, then we're going to have to deal with this and we're going to have to build more prisons. How about arming our police? How about more armed police? Are you seeing where I'm going? It's being pulled in slowly and slowly and slowly. We have a body of people. There is a 13th member. And I have to say this. There is a 13th member of this gang. The 12th member is the Antichrist. I believe he's real. I believe he's alive now. I believe it. I really do believe we are in the times of it now. I do believe in my lifetime he is going to come alive. What he will do is bring peace to the Middle East. I mean, when that happens, mate, kiss your backside goodbye. The 13th member, 12 disciples, 13, is Satan himself. Jesus said he will come like a thief in the night. And a thief does not announce his arrival, does he? Thief doesn't talk about it. You watch criminals on TV, they're all hooded up. They won't tell you the tricks. God, no. They won't tell you how to do it. I'll let you know some information. I'll tell you a key sign if there's a breakout of civil war. And what is stopping a general walking into government now with a bunch of people and saying, fuck off, I'm in charge? What is? Tell me. No one can tell me what is really stopping you. What? Nothing. One of the major factors the Russian Revolution works and was so quick is you had 20 to 30 million men armed to the teeth on the front line. Get where I'm going? I've never ever said this properly out and publicly. We are definitely in the times of revelation. Definitely. Absolutely. Peace, love and out, and power to the people.